Kevin McCarthy and the MAGA Republicans have ever tried to make. After McCarthy vowed to impeach Biden, and now they're struggling to avert a U.S. government shutdown, he wants President Biden to help him to avert the shutdown. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to Reuters, a day after opening an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden, U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Wednesday faced a new test of whether his slim Republican majority can enact its own spending legislation and avoid a looming government shutdown. Less than 2 hours before the House was due to hold an afternoon vote on whether to open debate on an $886 billion defense appropriations bill, Republican leaders were forced to postpone it in the face of opposition from hard-line conservatives. Members of the House Freedom Caucus and other conservatives have vowed not to support spending measures until McCarthy agrees to limit fiscal 2024 spending to a 2022 level of $1.447 trillion, $120 billion below the level he agreed to with Biden in May. It's called trickery. It's called lying. It's called deceit. This is what these Republicans do. They lie, cheat, and steal. We're working through it, McCarthy told reporters after the unexpected procedural vote on defense appropriations disappeared from the House's legislative schedule. Asked if he had discussed a top-line number with the hardliners, McCarthy said, "I have spent more than 2 months with them on it. House Republicans need to agree on a full slate of 12 spending bills to fund the government in fiscal 2024, which begins on October 1, and begin negotiating with Democratic-led Senate on compromise legislation that Biden can sign into law. The Democrats better not cooperate with anything that these Republicans want." This so-called impeachment of President Biden is nothing more than vindictiveness on the part of Republicans. They're hell-bent on having Trump as president no matter what, whether he's guilty or innocent. They don't give a damn. They just want him to be president. "We're in a difficult spot. We got a big challenge ahead of us," said Representative Steve Womack, an appropriator who expressed concern that a defense spending vote could fail. With a 222 to 212 majority, McCarthy cannot afford to lose more than 4 Republican votes on legislation opposed by the Democrats. On Wednesday, that margin of error was expected to be even slimmer because of 2 absences due to illness and injury. Following weeks of pressure from hardliners and allies of Republican former President Donald Trump, McCarthy on Tuesday announced a formal impeachment inquiry into the Democratic president. The move sidesteps as many as 20 House Republicans opposed to the action by voting a floor vote on whether to launch the inquiry that likely would have failed. House hardliners also are pressing McCarthy to avoid any short-term stopgap spending measure to keep federal agencies afloat that fails to include border security provisions and other conservative priorities. The thing that's keeping us from moving is what's going on with what House Republicans are doing with these bills, said Representative Rosa DeLauro, top Democrat on the House Appropriations Committee. "We're ready. Let's do it." Political brinkmanship already has prompted the Fitch rating agency to downgrade U.S. debt to AAA plus from its top-notch AA from its top-notch AAA designation, partly because of repeated down-to-the-wire negotiations that threaten the government's ability to pay its bills. Bottom line is this: an impeachment vote is going to fail. President Biden is not going to be impeached. You can believe that. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never quit.